You guys, it's Bubs. As you guys can tell, my background is no longer just white. So yay for being more cheerful. And even more yay because I put a shower reel on my wall. So it's basically a shower curtain, but yeah, it cost me like $2-3. So I'm gonna say this is a win-win. Basically, when it's 2011, everybody makes resolutions. It's either, you know, oh, I'm gonna exercise more and lose my holiday weight, or a lot of people want to be happier. A lot of times, well, actually not a lot of times, like all the time, you guys always message me and you guys are like, you know, Buzz, how do you say so confident, or why are you always so happy? Well, you know what, guys, you know, I'm still human. I have feelings. And yeah, I get upset, I could get angry. I hope that you guys will actually follow this resolution with me, and we can do it together. Basically, the resolution is to try and stop being negative and to stop hating. So a lot of times in life we are driven by several different factors. We can be driven by guilt, and when you're driven by guilt, it's very normal to be ashamed of yourself. And it's kind of why you don't let yourself try to succeed in life. Sometimes you're driven by expectations, such as the approval of your parents. Even today, you'll have fully grown adults who are still trying to please their parents, you know, get their approval. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. You'll find yourself questioning yourself, and you'll be like, why are there so many, you know, assholes in this earth? You know what? It's absolutely natural. I have a 2-year-old toddler, okay? And she could be brought up by the best parents ever, but she wouldn't know how to lie. Her parents never taught her to lie. It's just very normal and natural. We can take things for granted. We can be greedy, or we can just compare ourselves with other people. You know, your mouth is great because you can use it to eat delicious foods. You can use it to kiss the ones you care about. But it also can do a lot of damage. If you think about it, the mouth could be very evil. It can cause someone to lie. It can cause someone to accuse, judge, gossip. And yeah, it could basically hurt people's feelings. I'm sure everybody has dealt with somebody basically being unpleasant to them, such as, you know, talking down on them, judging them, or just making you feel this big. Actually, this big. And you know what? Sometimes we are foolish enough to believe this person. Yeah, it makes us question ourselves. So my very good friend Phil once told me that you could be as positive and as nice as a person that you could be, and you'll still have the same amount of haters as a bad person. And you're like, what? This is ridiculous. But I agree with him, because there are actually a lot of insecure and envious people in the world. These people could envy absolutely anything. They could envy the fact that, you know, you have, look on your buds. They could envy your clothes, your hair, your wealth, your health, your looks, or even your happiness. It only makes you stronger. It really does. So although I admit that I've never hated anyone in my life, I have to say that I have disliked people before, especially when I was in my teenage years. I was a complete bitch. But it's okay, because if I wasn't the way I used to be back then as a teenager, you know how we were, I wouldn't have been the person that I am today. I don't know if you guys are hating somebody in your life right now, perhaps a friend who gossiped about you or betrayed you, or, you know, an evil ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or even something that's very serious and hurtful. I understand how it feels to be angry, and I understand that pain. I know people who can't sleep at night because they're so angry. So if you're angry at someone right now, just question yourself, is it really worth it? Some people would hold it in, you know, hold all their feelings in, compress, like constipated. Whereas some people would explode. Like diarrhea. Explode on other people. None of these are helpful. None of these are healthy. And he basically says, those who hurt you in the past cannot continue to hurt you unless you hold on into the pain through resentment. Remember, anytime a person is talking you down or backstabbing you, it's only because you are above them. You know what? Today I just realized how much I pity people who backstabs or talks down on someone, because these people gain a sense of joy through hurting other people's feelings. That's not joy at all. If you feel a sense of joy from seeing someone get hurt or sad or lose something, then that is not joy. Instead, that's actually allowing darkness to, kind of fill up your heart. You hear about celebrities who have absolutely everything, but they feel so empty and lonely inside. Why? Because happiness is really something that's felt within. You cannot buy happiness. Because if you think about it, and if you have someone who just likes to talk about other people and try to downgrade them in as any way possible, it's not like you'll get paid for it. It's not like it's going to make you any healthier. There is only one reason that you would do this. The only reason that you would try to put someone down is so it will make yourself feel better. And instead of thinking, oh, I'm not going to waste my time responding back because this person's going to know that he or she got to me. Don't think like that. You're going to not deal with it because of yourself. Tomorrow anything could happen. We could disappear from the world in seconds. So if you really can, guys, really forgive something that's been in your heart that's been straining you, just try to let it go, because you deserve to be happy. And be as positive as you can, and whatever you give out, it will come back to you. You live your life trying to be as positive as you can. You're basically like little lamps, because you fill the room with light. People will naturally be drawn by you, and people will automatically feel your warmth. But in contrast, if you get on life acting like a total ass milk, or don't be a piece of poo, because you think about it, anyone who is normal, who sees poo on the floor, automatically go, ooh! And people will be like, get away from me, because you don't want to be close to anything that's smelly. If you're hating someone right now, question yourself. Are you going to benefit from it? Or how does it feel that your happiness comes from wishing this person to fall? Just stop adding more poison to your heart. Stop. Sometimes I even get, people telling me that I'm their role model. That makes me blush. It's great as an honor as it is to hear. I am human. I have feelings. Every day I make mistakes. Most days I do feel happy, but some days I'll get pissed off. But it's okay. As long as you learn from your mistakes. There are people in the world who don't learn from their actions. They don't feel guilty. They just feed off their bitterness, and that's not living, guys. Not healthy at all, and you don't want to be one of those guys. If you guys are going to follow this resolution with me, then I'm going to high five my screen. So high five the screen, okay? Ready? Ready? Clap! Okay, so you promise, because, you don't just slap people's skin for no reason. Actually, you know what, guys? I want you to, realize that, hey, slap me some skin, actually means high five. People used to say that to me, and I'd be like, it was really awkward. But now I know, so you guys slapped my skin. And I know it's going to be hard. I'm not even gonna say that joke. No, I have to say it. That's what she said. But yeah, it's going to be very hard. That's what she said. But you're gonna have to man up and not be one of those. You don't want to be a hater. Don't drink the haterade. Drink the bubble tea. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye everyone.